joining me, analyst. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now, New York starting five. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the three. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Outside Brunson. Clock at 6. Now here's Anunoby. Defense is right there. No good with a layup. Morant looking for an opening. It's rebounded by New York.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Here's Bridges, and blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. Shot from the low post is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And he drives in, takes it up with both hands, and rips it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball.
Morant finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, a little exclamation point. Left side Hart on the take. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Morant, pass to Wells. There's Jackson with the three. They get the rebound. Edey. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bridges, right side. Hard against Jackson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Well, Grant, all the high hopes Knicks fans have had in recent years, they have finally come to fruition.
Yeah, it really was good to see the Knicks have a great campaign last year. From the players to the coaches to the front office and the fans. They've pressed all the right buttons.
Up top, Anunoby. No made baskets yet. It's Bridges on the wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
Three-pointer, Bridges gets the 3 to fall. Bridges has got 6.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Payne. There's a screen. Inside. Jackson left side. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Brunson looks it over. Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. And so it's Memphis. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
We've got Santi Aldama, and it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that. He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Outside McBride. Outside Payne. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Achua can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 11. The deep 3 from Kennard. Here's Aldama. Kicks it out to Kennard. Fade away. Rebounded by Payne. And here are the Knicks now. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Beauchamp passes to Payne. Now here's McBride. Screen by Robinson. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Outside Payne. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, man.
You know, really by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Robinson finds Achua. Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Payne. The 3 is up. Aldama grabs the board. Memphis leading by 10. Kennard for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Beauchamp. Payne with it. Achua for 3. On target from range. Achua's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Kennard with it. Driving in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Knicks trail by 12. Achua for 3. Stevens with a rebound. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. There's a screen. Pass to Huff. Kennard outside. Three-pointer, no good. New York has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Here's Achua. What a terrific move that is. Achua's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
Pippen, pass to Kennard. 52 seconds left to play in the half. Pass to Pippen. Back to Kennard. And it's New York with a rebound.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide-open look, but he can't take advantage.
Here's Achua. Outside Payne. Here's Beauchamp. Outside Achua. Outside Payne. The three is up. They get it back. Beauchamp fires the three. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. Memphis leading by 10. Here's Pippen. And he banks in the layup. Pippen's got his first basket.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Achua finds Payne. This one for 3. Nails it from 3.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so it's Memphis. They have a night. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Towns in at the 5. Hart, the open shot. Cash money on the open jump shot. Hart's got 6 points.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Ja slithers his way in. And then Morant with the dunk.
I don't know, but it seems like Morant's got springs or something in his shoes.
RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
BA, he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
The shot by Towns, no good. Memphis leading by 12. Outside Morant, let's go with a 3. Towns with a rebound. Knicks shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Bridges finds Brunson. Hard with it. Now Towns. Defended by Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession. And New York has possession. Outside Hart. 6 to shoot. Back to Towns. Memphis with a rebound.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
They set a pick. From deep, Payne sinks it from distance. Payne's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Jackson outside. Up top, Payne. He's guarded by Bridges. Jackson can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Towns outside. Takes the 3. Again, the miss by Towns. Memphis leading by 12. Here's Payne. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Edey. Can't hit it from 12 feet. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Down low. Here's Towns. Tipped. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Towns passes to Hart. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass to Towns. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, the big man is smooth from range. Have to put a man on Towns, that's for sure.
Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. Anunoby covering. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Payne, the pass to Wells. From deep, Morant. Oh, a bomb from John.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Here's Pippen. And again, it's Memphis missing. Knicks trail by 12. Here's McBride. Offensive rebound. Robinson gets the bucket.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh, yeah, you're done.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
From outside the arc, and another three from Memphis.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Kennard for three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Santi Aldama, and it's Huff in at center, blocking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Beauchamp. Fires from deep. Huff pulls it in. And the Grizzlies shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
So New York ends up going with a whole new group. And here's Morant outside. Fires in the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
If Morant knocks those down consistently, oh, you got zero chance on defense.
Towns for three. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Knicks trail by 18. Bridges finds Hart. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Wells. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
The kick out to Brunson. Pass to Anunoby. Hart from long range. Cleared away by Wells. Memphis leading by 20. And then Morant with the dunk.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And the basket by Towns.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. 22 was their biggest lead. To the paint. Here's Edey. Back to Morant. Here's the 3. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 19. Inside. Jackson against Towns. Towns on a screen. Outside Anunoby. Outside Hart. Pass to Brunson. Here's Anunoby. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Outside Morant. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks. New York will retain possession.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Grizzlies.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And here's Morant outside. Sinks the tray. Morant's got 13 in the second half.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct. He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Grizzlies lead by 14. Takes a step back. Here's Morant. And Anunoby pulls it down. Now the Knicks with it. They're on an 11-3 run. And Hart with a basket on the assist from Bridges.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
Wing shot on the way, and the jumper is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Towns can't get it to go. And so it's Memphis with it. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Morant. Pass to Wells. Morant with it. Brunson defending. Morant, the pass to Bane. There's the 3. The Knicks with the rebound. So Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly
Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Payton, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Now, Morant. After Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Outside for Jackson. Payne for 3. Green with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Morant. The 3. No good from Payton. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Jackson against Green. Out to Payton. Butler on the way. That one goes in.
Yeah, you can't give Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly.
Morant against Butler. Pass to Edey. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. Jackson from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
Quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Curry finds Jackson Davis. Bells with the steal. Morant right side. And then Morant slams it in.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Outside Curry. And that one drops for him.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. We talked about the daunting task of facing Steph Curry. Coach said, Curry makes your entire five guard him. Steph might be the best conditioned player in the league. He is constantly moving. It makes him so difficult to track. So, of course, it's not just Curry shooting that presents problems. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Curry after the made shot from Desmond Bane. Got that one up quick. Curry's got 5.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
And stolen by Butler. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the shot is good. Green's got his second basket of the game.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Morant. Green with the rebound.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Curry. Five on the clock. Here's the teardrop. That one goes. Count it. 7 points in the game.
There isn't a shot Steph Curry doesn't have a feel for. Floaters, runners, whatever. The tougher, the better.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wells kicks to Bane. Tipped away. Curry with the steal. Green left side for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Warriors lead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kuminga. Then it's Kevon Looney. And it's Knox in at the 3 spot. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
The Warriors shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Here's Hield, and he drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hield's got his first 2 points.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
It's good from long range. Kennard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Grizzlies.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. There's the pick. Here's Kennard. 8 points for him. And a miss there on the triple. And it's the Warriors on the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Here's Kuminga. Good on the shot. Kuminga's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. Kennard for 3. That's in, and that's his 4th basket of the night. He's taken 7 shots, a solid 57%. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Pippen with a wide-open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Knox the pass to Kuminga. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
To the paint. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Kennard. And the layup is good. Kennard's got 16. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Pippen the pass to Kennard. Back to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. It's good. Kennard's got 20 points.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Hield from outside. Drills it from outside.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner. Loves pulling the trigger from deep.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kennard finds Pippen. It's picked off. Unhindered, going all the way. Moving it up. Hield can't hit. And here's Kennard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so here's Memphis. The lead is 2. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It's like reading a picture book for Morant. He makes it look insanely easy. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. The kick out to Bain. Back to Morant. And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Again, Memphis.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant left side. The 3. Hands it from downtown. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
Dan, you know, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Jackson kicks to Bain. Jackson, a screen on Payton. Back to Jackson. Here's Morant. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeeds.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it's in there.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Back to Jackson Davis. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Morant.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Dan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
The kick outside to Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Shot IQ has always been a strength for Butler. He's not one to force up a bad shot.
Here's Morant. No good there. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Curry getting it done inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Here's Edey. Jackson Davis defending. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors trail by 8. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game time. There's Kuminga, and that one drops. That's 10 points for Jonathan Kuminga.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Kevon Looney out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Buddy Hield. And it's Knox in at the small forward position. With the drive, the shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Five on the clock. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 8. Got a piece of it. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now here's Kennard, defended by Moody. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Pass to Moody. Hield outside. In the corner, Knox with it. Back to Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Kennard for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Warriors trail by 6. Knox the pass to Kuminga. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Moody. Kuminga down low. Aldama's there. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Kuminga. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant with it. Now Payton defending. Bain against Butler. Bain kicks to Morant. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Butler on the way. Hard earned by Butler.
And Butler, no stranger to these pressure situations. A big-time gamer who knows how to take over on key possessions.
Morant's against Butler. Here's Heaney. Brown's wide open. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jackson in the corner. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Out to Payton. Back to Curry. There's the three. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Payton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
There's Jackson with the 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
Outside, Bain. Pass to Morant. Here's Wells. A 3-pointer off the mark. And it's the Warriors with the ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Payton finds Jackson Davis. Payton with the screen for Green. From deep. No good that time. It's taken away by Payton. Pass to Curry. Tries the spin move. Fires the 3. Can't get it to fall. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks.
got to do on the floor tonight. Box out.
Two elite rebounding teams here, VA, so making sure that possessions count. Work to get the best possible shot you can in the half court, because you know there's not going to be a lot of second opportunities in this one.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Butler. And it's Knox in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Curry. The three. And that one's good. Knox.
Knock. Who's there? Kevin for three.
Towns passes to Brunson. Towns outside. Just 5 on the clock. The three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, BA, isn't it interesting? Tom Thibodeau, lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
Now here's Curry. Outside for Green. Doubled by Towns. Pass to Butler. Outside Curry. And here is Green. Here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, he can score from the perimeter, but Steph also knows how to execute inside.
Double team on Towns. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And New York has possession. Here's Hart. Warriors with the rebound.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And here's Curry for three. Hits the three-pointer. Curry's got 5 now.
I don't know what you do with Steph in the pick-and-roll situation like that. He capitalizes because of the separation, and it doesn't have to be much.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
We talked about the task of facing Jimmy Butler, the fiery wing. Coach said, you can talk about the scouting report all you want with Jimmy, but he brings the extra dimension. Butler has the attitude that is unmatched in the league. The passion of Jimmy Butler in full focus tonight, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Jackson Davis. It's good.
Yeah, I know you want to focus on the shooting with Steph, but man, he's going to make plays too.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Just 5 to shoot. Goes back up. Rebounded by Knox.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Jackson Davis is screen. 4-3. Hart pulls it in. Knicks trail by 6. Outside Brunson. An easy 2 on the layup.
Brunson, one of those players that's just not going to be denied, determined to convert inside, and he does.
The 3 from Curry. The Knicks with the rebound. Now Bridges. Capitalizes off the crossover. Bridges has got 5 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Brunson against Curry. Green up top. Launches it. That won't go either for Curry.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And it's Towns with the power finish.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Buries it from 3. He's got 10.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Brunson against Curry. Out to Bridges. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Right side Curry. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
On the floor for the Warriors, we've got Brandon Podziemski. Kevon Looney is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Armstrong in at the 1. Shot clock at 3. And here's Payne outside. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors leading. Pass to Podziemski. The 3. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's defense is always a factor, Brent, and lately he's done a better job of staying on the floor.
Yeah, BA, fouls have been an issue for Robinson, but the thing that he really needs to learn is it's not about blocking shots. It's about being in great position with your body, being more of a deterrent so he can stay on the floor to be more impactful. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Outside Payne. Outside McBride. Back to Payne. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. Podziemski gets the 3 ball to go. And the Warriors lead by 2. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
McBride passes to Robinson. Back to McBride. Lets the 3 fly. Looney grabs a miss. Golden State has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Kuminga's shot is off. The Knicks have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Payne. Achua with a screen on Hield. And here's Payne outside. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. And Kuminga throws it down.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. The deep 3. That shot, no good. The Warriors lead by 4. You know, not too many teams have the stability and head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Fires the 3, knocks down the long J, and it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Well, Hield can make a living out there from behind the arc. Doesn't need a lot of room to get his shot off, and he drains that one with ease.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Hield. McBride covers. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
Off target with the three. Golden State has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Kuminga finds Hield. Driving to the basket. Here's Podziemski. Another three for Golden State.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to McBride. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Armstrong passes to Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. The Warriors lead by 10. From downtown. Rebounded by Payne. To the middle. Here's Achua. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Achua's got 4 points this quarter.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
We've got Mikal Bridges. Josh Hart is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Brunson in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
The 3 from Curry. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
And he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
In transition, here come the Warriors. Fires the 3, and the Warriors with another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
To the inside, Jackson Davis throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns, and he'll be shooting his first free throw. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Outside Butler. Over to the left wing. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Knox has got 5.
Like it when you fire it to a teammate who's ready to shoot, and Kevin Knox was.
Pass to Hart, and stolen by Green. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Knicks trail by 16. Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City, playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Sends it home from three-point land.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Towns, right side. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Green.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul of the game. The three from Curry. 1:46 left in the third.
Brunson, a pesky defender, keeping those hands and feet active.
Curry's shot is off. Brunson finds Towns. From beyond the arc, and then some. He's got 13.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense. When he's out on the perimeter, he drains the triple.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Brent, you could hit the three back in your day, and no doubt, Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good for me?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing.
Oh, my goodness!
I did not know he could get up like that.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. Achua for three. New York again can't hit. The Warriors lead by 20. And here's the fast break. Armstrong passes to Kuminga. Achua with a steal. Here's Beauchamp. And the layup is good off the glass.
Like to see Payne just move the ball like that.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
27 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. And the basket by Hield.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Here's McBride. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Left side Kuminga. He got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Great job.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Brandon Pajemski out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Armstrong in at the point guard position. For 3, Bridges. Here's Anunoby. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Butler, and that one's good. And Green with the assist.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Towns, right side. Offline with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Butler outside. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Fires for 3. On target from range.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think he just acts.
And here's Butler outside. Again, the miss by Butler.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And stolen by Green. Here's the break. Here's Curry. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
Clock at 2. Inside. The shot by Towns, no good. The Warriors lead by 23. Curry with it. Towns covering. And here's Butler outside. Connects from downtown.
Man, look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
And an Obi for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
The shot by Towns, no good. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Curry's shot is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Green finds Butler. Oh, a nice D from Anunoby. New York has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Towns for 3. New York again can't hit. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Floats one, and he lays it up and in. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
Like to see it when Steph has the confidence to try the floater just over the top of the defense and that soft touch, and it goes. Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Pass to Brunson. Back to Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Now here's Curry. Here's the 3. That shot is off. Bridges passes to Anunoby. Back to Bridges. Towns, left side. Off target with the shot. And so it's the Warriors taking care of it. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for
impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the center, filling out the middle. Just 5 on the clock. Hart the pass to Anunoby. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anunoby's got the first 3 points tonight for the Knicks.
Don't give OG Anunoby too much space, boy. He will rise and fire in the catch-and-shoot game.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 3-point game. Bridges against Bane. Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. Brunson the pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
This is a big who we know stretches the floor to great effect. Mr. Towns from 3.
And one thing among many doors that's so impressive about Jalen Brunson, the way he goes to work in the paint. Wow.
Kevin, at his size, you have got to be crafty. You've got to have great footwork and great patience. You've got to be willing to work in a crowd. What he does is really impressive.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. There's Jackson with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. And now the Knicks on the break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. Desmond Bane was the topic. The coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. New York's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Outside, Towns. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Morant kicks to Wells. And a wide open look for Bane. A second chance effort. Here's Edey. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Brunson surveying the D. On the wing, Bridges. A three-pointer, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. Bridges outside. 13 feet away. Edey with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
They now take the lead. Morant's got 6 points.
And when the 3 ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Brunson against Morant. Brunson, left side. Pass to Anunoby.
Wells. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Towns. Looking to end the run. Edey with the rebound. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Out to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Kept alive. Outside Jackson. The 3 ball. Morant with another miss. Knicks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Hart finds Towns. From downtown, drills the 3-pointer. He's got 6.
A whole lot of everything for Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Here's Morant.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And is Towns missing? The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. snatched up. It's Morant in the corner. Knocks down the three ball.
And how about the catch and fire there from Morant? He's got the endless confidence in his ability.
Wells with it. Jacks up a three. No good that time. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
We've got Miles McBride. Robinson is out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward position. They're the group New York will start the second one. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. There's a screen by Aldama. Kennard for 3. Traps in the tray. Kennard's got the lead up to 9 now for Memphis.
And Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick-and-roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Beauchamp passes to Achiuwa. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Payne kicks to Achiuwa. New York, no good that time either. And here are the Grizzlies. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's McBride. Still scoreless. Here's Beauchamp, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's the screen, and Kennard wide open. He shoots, trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Knicks trail by 9. Here's McBride, misses the 3. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Inside, Huff passes to Kennard. Takes a 3. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Robinson. That's short off the rim. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And here's Kennard. He's got 8. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Payne gets a wide open look. Trains the 3-pointer.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Pass to Aldama. Memphis moving that ball around. Kennard on the wing. Defended by McBride. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Luke Kennard for 3. Kennard's got 11 points in the quarter. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Now, here's Kennard. 11 points in the game. Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Fires the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Payne with it, guarded by Pippen. Pass to Payne. Puts up a three. Beauchamp misses. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Kennard for three. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Wide open look. Robinson pulls it in.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Here's Achua. Wow! Unbelievable!
Can't do it much better than that. Right.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
33-21. That's the end of the first half with the score. The Knicks 21, the Grizzlies 33.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the center position. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Bane finds Jackson. Three-pointer. On the wing, Jackson. Out to Morant. Wells passes to Morant. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now, here's Hart. Hasn't made one yet. The kick out to Towns. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Morant. Out to the right wing. Wells wide open. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Wells has got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Towns wide open. Oh, good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. The three from Morant. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Bridges. Here's Hart to the right side. And it's Brunson missing. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Hart, no good. Memphis has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The offensive rebound. Wells in the corner. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Knicks trail by 17. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Pass to Edey. On the wing, Jackson. Beyond the arc. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got 14 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Right side, Towns. Pass to Brunson. From downtown, and again, New York with the triple.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a three of his own. You've got to love it.
Here's Morant, and the rejection by Towns. To the middle. Stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. The shot by Wells, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. It's tipped. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Throws it up high. Stolen by Brunson. And a fast break now for New York. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Towns dishes to Bridges. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 5 points in the game.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Wells' shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The kick out to Bane. Jackson from long range. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Memphis. Incoming. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Josh Hart out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Towns looking it over. Plays it up off the glass.
Come on now, that is 6'11", 240-plus pounds. Karl Anthony Towns on the deck to the cup. Good night.
The kick out to Bane. And the 3 off target. Knicks trail by 16. Hart finds Towns. Brunson outside. Off target from 3-point range. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And it's Towns missing.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
It's good from long range.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Morant with it. Brunson picks him up. Bane, no good. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 19. Sinks the three-pointer.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Bane kicks to Morant. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Morant's got 19 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
From outside the arc, they grab their own miss. Here's Wells. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Towns a screen on Morant. Brunson adds a two-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Fires from way outside. Morant with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Grizzlies.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Here's Edey. Takes a three. It's rebounded by New York. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anunoby has the open look. His three-pointer's off the mark. Pass to Edey. From the arc. It's rebounded by Anunoby. So it's the Knicks now. It's a 16-point game. Back to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Bane with it. Hart covering. Here's Edey from deep. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Brunson finds Anunoby. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for
I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edie out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Curry, he's open, and yes, it goes. He's got a little English on that one.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. BA?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Butler. About a minute played here so far in the first. Pass to Curry. From outside the arc. The rebound by Edie.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries. And there is nothing more valuable than experience.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Wells. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. That's good from Curry on the assist from Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Morant. Pure from three-point range.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last tray.
Jackson Davis a screen. And he lobs it up top. Can't lay it in off the lob. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Wells. And here's Payne. From deep, Morant. Oh, nice D from Curry.
Memphis foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. They set the pick. This one for 3. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Here's Wells. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Pass to Wells. The 3. They get it back. Payne with it. Outside Morant. From the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 rebounds in the game. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Green with a screen on Payne. Butler passes to Green.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Wells. No good from outside. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Payton. Butler taking his time here. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Curry. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Warriors lead by 8. Here's Butler. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Butler. Can't connect from short range. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter here. Edey for 3. The rebound by Payton. And here's Curry for 3. Here's Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Kuminga is out there with Kevon Looney. Then it's Moses Moody. Then it's Buddy Hield. And it's Knox in at shooting guard. That's the Warriors 5.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Kennard passes to Aldama. Kennard outside. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Hield. To the middle. Here's Knox. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Kennard for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Kennard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Kennard's got 5 now.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Looney the screen. Knox the pass to Looney. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
There's a screen. Great open look there. Kennard's got 8 here in this quarter.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
The open shot, Kuminga. Again, the Warriors score.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Kennard way outside. Missed it. 3 for 6 now.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Kuminga. Deflected. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Kennard. Pass to Stevens. Back to Kennard.
2 minutes.
And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better. A defensive breakdown. Can't afford to leave them open from range.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Huff can't get it to go.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a forward, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Kennard for three. The shot no good. The Warriors lead by 16. Knocks the pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Kennard for three. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. Stevens with a rebound. Grizzlies trail by 18. And he's going for the lob.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Here's Knox. He's got 5. Outside heel. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the court for Memphis. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3. Back to Butler. Green, a screen, and Jimmy Butler with the 3. Butler's got 7 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Curry finds Butler. The kick out, Curry. On the wing, Payton. From deep. Cleared away by Wells.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Morant, the pass to Wells. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Wells, the pass to Bane. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Warriors lead by 12. Outside Butler. To the paint. There's the steal. Morant with it. Now guarded by Curry. Here's Wells. And another 3 for Memphis.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Here's Butler. Oh, Butler, what a dunk.
You got to really hit Butler if you want to stop him. I mean, he's tough as nails and enjoys fighting through contact.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Down by 12. Over to the wing. Takes the 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Payton's shot is good.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Here's Wells. The 3 is up. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Wells, guarded by Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Wells. There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18. Butler with the ball. Guarded by Morant. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play here. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. Moody's checked in for Butler. And it's Knox in for Payton. Here's Kennard. 12 points for him. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The Warriors lead by 17. Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Drills it from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Left side, Moody. The kick out, Curry. 3-pointer. And the 3-pointer goes. Curry's got 6 here in the quarter.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
Kennard for 3. Looney grabs a miss. Golden State with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's foul number 2 for him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Heald's checked in for Stephen Curry. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. Counted. That's his 7th basket of the game in 14 tries. The Warriors lead by 14. Outside Kuminga. One second left. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Golden State has gone 6 of 9 from 3-point range. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Nifty move. And it's good on the layup. Butler's got 10 points in just the second half.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Here's Kennard. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Nice move. Here's Butler. Outside Payton. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. And the Warriors lead by 19.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Kennard's got 21.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Huff. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Huff's got his first points of the game. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Butler with the ball. And it's Aldama picking him up. The kick out. Curry. Counted from distance. He's got 19.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Kennard passes to Aldama. The three is up. Kicks it out to Kennard. Three-pointer. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Now here's Butler. Tight defense on him. And it's going to be a 3-second call. A line change here for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 17. Now here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Butler. Morant, the pass to Wells. Lets it go from deep. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Butler going in strong to the left side wing. Outside, Green from behind the arc. Nails it from 3. And the Warriors lead by 17.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
Morant, the pass to Wells. Jacks up a 3. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got assist number 5 here tonight. Outside for Green. The 3-ball. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 14. Payne from deep 3-point land. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Golden State has gone 3 for 5 from 3-point land since the end of the 3rd quarter. The shot by Butler, no good.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Wells, 3-pointer off the mark. The Warriors lead by 14. Jackson Davis with it. The 3 from Curry. And it's Bane with the rebound.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Warriors.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jimmy Butler.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And he gets the bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Drops in the 3. 23 seconds left in the 4th. And here's Butler. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
this one, Brent. Will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
So the New York starting five, we've got Anunoby. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 2. Towns with it. Now Payton defending. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Takes it off the glass. Towns has got the opening bucket of the night here for New York.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Here's Podziemski. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of it.
Nailed from three-point land.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Brunson kicks to Towns. It's Hart on the wing. Defended by Butler. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Out to Payton. There's the triple. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Towns missing. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside, Butler takes the 3. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the dunk by Towns.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the 3. See if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot. And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
They get it back. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Off target from outside. New York trailing. Bridges inside. He's defended by Podziemski. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bridges. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Towns. And here's Brunson. 5 to shoot. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Now Podziemski. Curry, a screen on Bridges. Payton with it. Butler in the corner. Back to Payton. Golden State needs to get off the shot. And it's Butler with the jam.
On the attack, Jimmy Butler playing with that edge.
For New York, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Hart with a screen on Green. And he gets the bucket. Towns has got 15 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hart, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Green, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and the first one at the line is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Here's Anunoby, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they get the ball.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Robinson is out there with Achua. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Beauchamp in at the small forward. Basket good. Hield's got the lead up to 5 now for the Warriors.
You know, running the lane in transition can be a skill right there. Buddy Hield, relentless in getting himself to the rack.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Going inside. Here's Post. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. McBride. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Here's Post. Guarded by Robinson. Here's McBride. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the 3. There's
Caution. Flammable.
That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
The trade. McBride's shot is off. Warriors leading by 5. In the corner, it's Hield to Kuminga. Stolen by Robinson. Pass to McBride. Now Achua, defended by Kuminga. Here's Beauchamp. Here's Robinson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Great concentration from Robinson there. Good work to accept the contact and then keep working through it.
New York shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really, the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Pass to Beauchamp. Over Moody. The rebound by Post.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Warriors leading by 10. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got 4 this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pass to Post. There's the 3. They get it back. Kuminga finds Hield. Kuminga sends a screen for Hield. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Here's McBride. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McBride's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Spencer. Payne covering. Fader on the way. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Post has got his second basket of the night.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Here's McBride. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Spencer. Golden State moving the ball around. It's 2-on-1. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
.36 seconds left to play in the first half. And McBride gets it to go.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And that one, good. Knicks trail by 11. Payne in the post. Robinson passes to McBride. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. Achua finds Payne. Just 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Achua, no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there at Peyton, and it's Green in at center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And that one, good. Now that's 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
This is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all 3 levels.
Podziemski with it. He's against Bridges. Butler is screen on Brunson. Curry wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Back to Hart. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Curry. Here is Podziemski. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Podziemski's got 5 now. Here's Hart. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Warriors leading by 15. 3-pointer, Butler. And another 3 for Golden State.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. There's the drive. Can't connect from short range.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
He muscles it in and through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
And sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night and help your team be in a position to win games. Well, he wants that one over again, I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Brunson.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points. Right now, being assertive.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, and the jam by Towns.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Kuminga the pass to Spencer. Kuminga, screen on Brunson. They kick out to Hield. There's Kuminga. Connects from three-point range. Kuminga's got 9 points.
Well, Hield right there on the yield, waiting for someone to get open.
Here's Towns. Lays it up and banks it in.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Kuminga, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
And the second free throw, good. Knicks trail by 11. Left side, Towns. Off target with his 3. The Warriors have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to Spencer. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shoots. It's rebounded by New York. Towns looking it over. Launches it from deep. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They dictated the pace, pushed the ball at Everett. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And New York, looking at who they've got. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the power forward.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Towns.
Like to see Hart looking to set up his guys in the pick and roll and be that playmaker.
Picked his pocket. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Curry. Towns with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 6. Anunoby passes to Towns. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Curry against Brunson. Golden State moving it around. Butler from outside. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. For New York, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started.
Wow, Hart really getting up for that lob.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. They led by as many as 18 points.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like, you can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break. Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue. You can't give up looks like that all game long.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
That's where Draymond's speed becomes a huge advantage as he gets off the pick and roll and guys can't keep up with him.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down now to 4 on the bucket from Anunoby.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Here's Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns. The free throw drops for Butler. And so Butler nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Bridges finds Towns. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter.
And you gotta like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the 2nd. And he nails the 3rd.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Here's Payton. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Great drive from Brunson, not afraid to get hit.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. And both free throws good for Brunson.
And not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Green drives in.
Draymond Green's going to be very excited about that play.
Runs in the pass to Towns. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. To the inside. Baseline J on the way. New York, no good that time either. Warriors leading by 6. Payton dishes to Butler. And it's Pajemski in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, because he's such a good scorer, people don't always talk about Jimmy Butler, the playmaker.
Pass to Curry. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Brunson with it. Now Green defending. Green with the block. Pajemski on the wing. The shot from the low post is good. And it's an 11-point Warrior lead.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Warriors.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Majemski on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Majemski. And it's off from three-point range. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. So thank you for that, Dave.